Okay, now let's test the functionality one last time. So this is after I did the remove. I'm doing a remove and then I'm creating every time. So at this time, I don't see any duplicates happening. See, for example, so see, it just removes every time. So this is kept fresh. Okay. Okay, so this is successfully done. So this is a get. So we just saw how to do the get method. Okay, so we have another method called as the post method. So when we use the books delete by author code, it takes input as parameter as author name. It returns a JSON. It's a post method. The goal is to delete all the books written by a given author. Okay. So because it's a post method is the method that makes modification to the backend data. So let us see how that goes. Get and post have like really similar syntax. So it's the same thing, URL data and callback. So that's the URL, that's the data, that's the callback function. Okay. So for our situation, we are going to do a $.post. So we will have URL, search string, and then a return function callback with the data. So again, it's the same syntax. The URL we are calling is a different URL, right? Var URL equal to delete by author. Search string is the same search string. Okay, and we want all of this to be wrapped into an on-click event, right? Of the button. Okay, so the return value, what we can do is, again, we can just do a console.log. So we want to inspect it before we decide what to do with that data. So the name is delete. Let's build the application and then restart the application to see if the delete is going to happen as we expect it to. See, we are not worried about the implementation of the delete method. We are just told that there is a delete method and we can use it. So as a front-end developer, that's all we are doing. So let's say source. Let's search and see. These are the books. Now I am just saying delete. Okay, to a console log and see. So that is the return value. It says count to status deleted. So delete is successful. See, because it's a delete, if we wanna like see Dr. Seuss is still showing here, right? Because we did not add any asynchronous code to update this. So let's refresh the page and see. You can't see any Dr. Seuss here because the update happened. So list of books by author Seuss is returning nothing. So let's try Jane. If you go and say delete, now it's going to delete those two authors. So before that, let's do something with this console log. So it is giving you status deleted and count 2. So that's the data point. So in our code here, instead of just doing a console log, we can just say something like that. So we're just giving a message saying, hey, whatever you asked for is done. There's really no point returning the books or whatever it is because they are all gone. But if you want to write fancy code like that, that's okay too. I'm just trying to keep it really simple at this point. See, okay. So Jane is gone. So let's do Rick Riordan. Let's search for him. He has written. We have 2 copies of his Burning Maze. So I say delete. Action complete. 2 records deleted. So that matches. Now you refresh the page and then search for Rick. It is not returning any book. Okay. So we successfully used Ajax. The 2 methods are the HTTP get and post, and then for the get we use the $get. For the post we use the $post. The syntax is the same. You give the URL, you give any parameter, input parameter for that method, and then this is the output. This data write to console.log first to see how the data looks before you start to think about how to use it. Okay, so this is how the front-end and back-end developer can create code that would work really seamlessly. Okay, so the third part is going to be, there is going to be an assignment for you to use a third method. It is going to be like book search by year. So you would provide the year. I don't know if it's there. Let me show you that. There was another box there, text box, and then I think it said search by year. So here you would have to give 2000. If you say that and then you click on this guy, it's going to tell you all the books that were released on or after the given year. So there is backend code already there for it. All you have to do is tie that with your this button click event with an Ajax functionality to access that, and then you want to show the results here under the results. That is the assignment. That's for the lab portion. So this concludes our Ajax jQuery single application where you have the client and the server talking to each other. So that's the first part. Make sure that you have Visual Studio 2017 installed, and make sure you have IIS installed. Usually it comes with Visual